Can I ask you something? What if I told you I cut my chicken feed cost by 70% and my chickens actually grew more healthier and laid more eggs? Before I show you this, I was spending 9,000 Kenya shillings every single month on feed. And today, I'm only using 2,700 Kenya shillings with the same number of birds, better growth, and even my neighbors couldn't believe it. This is the recipe I have been testing for months, and it is the same one thing that has changed my poultry business ever. Now let me know where you are watching this video from, either the county or the country, in the comment section, and please stick around because the money part is coming fast. So today I'm going to show you how to make your own chicken feeds at home, 25 kilograms. And this is not the complicated university formula. It is the simplest formula that a lazy farmer like me can actually follow and implement very easily. Chicken feed is the battle in poultry farming. Most farmers spend up to 70% of every shilling on commercial feed. Imagine this. You sell a chicken for 1,000 Kenya shillings and 700 of it goes to feed. So you are working very hard for almost zero, nothing. And that is why so many people are quitting chicken farming. They think the business is broken. But the truth is, the business is not broken. The feed is the problem. Now listen. If you raise broilers, improved kienyeji or layers, then you definitely and already know that the biggest thief in your pocket is chicken feeds. Here is one thing about homemade feed. It's not about using very exotic things. It's about what is already in your market or very available at your home. Let us take an example of maize, which is the main component in the chicken feed formulation. This is a harvesting season, and right now I'm standing in the field of our maize, which is actually very much ready for harvesting. And that means our chicken feed formulation is more cheaper because maize in this season is very cheap and readily available. Now I want you to look at this maize, which is almost very ready to be harvested. Maize forms the backbone of our feed formulation. It is the major component which carries almost 60 to 70%. And therefore in this season we are not going to buy maize. That means we are cutting on the cost and we are saving on our profits. So in our chicken feed formulation, start by collecting maize, which is the backbone and it gives energy. Then you have to you need silverfish. This is Omena. Or alternatively, you can use fish meal, which is very high in protein. And this is your secret weapon because it is very readily available. Then here you can also use soybean or sunflower cake, which gives more protein. Then the item number 4 is limestone or shell, which is for strong bones and eggs. Then you need the food or the feed premix. This is the vitamins, and don't skip this one. I know what you are thinking. Omena in my feed? Trust me, Omena is protein gold and it is very cheap. That is where your muscle comes from. So you don't need a factory. You need a sack, a mixing space, and these 5 items. This is the premix. And this one right here is the difference between chicken that grows and chicken that survives. Now, let us build this feed. I'm giving you the exact parts that I use, and at the end, I will show you what it costs step by step. So let me show you the ratio for our 25 kg batch. For maize, we need 12 kgs. For omena or silverfish or simply fish meal, we need 4 kgs. For soybean or sunflower cake, we need 4 kgs. And for limestone, we just need 1 kilogram. And for premix, we need 200 grams. And I want you to follow the pack. So let us go step by step. Step 1, I want you to grind your maize, not too fine and also not too coarse. Like the chicken feed texture is like your mchanga or your sand-like feel. You get me, right? Now for step 2, I want you to grind your omena and mix it with the soybean. This is your protein team. This is what builds the muscle. Now for step 3, add your limestone. If you are raising layers, limestone is what turns good feed into good eggs because of strong shells. Now step 4, the premix. Measure it very properly. This is not the place to be greedy or to skip. A small bag keeps your bird's immune system very sharp. Then mix everything thoroughly. Dry, even no lumps. For me, I mix for at least 10 minutes because a poorly mixed feed is a wasted feed. But wait, I said I will show you the money part. Now here it comes. This is where it gets too good. Now the part you came for. Let us break down the cost of this 25 kg batch. Maize, which is 12 kilogram, is 450 Kenya shillings. Omena 4 kg is 300. Soybean or sunflower cake 4 kgs is 350 Kenya shillings. Limestone, our 1 kg is going for 40 Kenyan shillings, and our premix is going for 120 Kenyan shillings. This total homemade is 1,260 per 25 kgs batch. Now compare that to commercial feed, around 3,600 to 4,000 for the same 25 kg. Do the math with me. 1,260 versus 4,000 Kenya shillings. You save 2,700 per sack. Now imagine you have been buying 10 sacks in a month. What have you saved? 27,000 staying in your pocket. Imagine 27,000 Kenya shillings every month. That is not a small number. That is a salary. That is your school fees maybe. That is your profit. The money that used to disappear into chicken feeds. Now you might be wondering, does this actually work? Let me show you. Same hatch, same house, one group on commercial feed and one group on our homemade feed. After just 4 weeks, my homemade group wasn't just alive. It was ahead in weight, and mark you, the weight increased like in double. Why? Because I control the protein. Commercial feeds has to survive transport, storage, and sometimes some companies don't put the required ration. Mine goes straight from my mixing space to my birds, fresh and honestly, more honesty. And for layers, the shells got harder and the count stayed very strong. That's the part that made my neighbors start asking questions. How did you actually manage this? But let me be straight with you here, because I don't want you to lose your chickens trying to save money. My warning, and very honest warning here, is that don't be cheap the wrong way. Don't skip the premix. Don't use rotten maize, like what some of you are doing. Don't cut the omena too low. Feed is like medicine. If you remove one ingredient here, the whole thing changes completely. So I want you to start with a small batch. Test it on a few birds for a week or two. Watch their droppings, their energy, their feathers. Healthy birds tell you when the feed is right. This is not about starving your chickens. This is about feeding them smarter and keeping the differences. So this is it. The receipt that cut my feed cost by 70%, the money I put back in my pocket, and the exact steps to do it yourself at home. If this video helped you, please hit the like button. It tells YouTube to show the video to more farmers who need this video. And please subscribe so you don't miss the next one. More importantly is that comment below. Tell me, which feed ingredient is eating your profit right now, or just say where you are watching this video from, either county or country in case you are outside the Republic of Kenya. I read every single comment and I reply to it, because my friend, A farmer who controls his feed controls his future. And remember, even if you are lazy, sleeping on your bed 24/7, you can still feed your birds smarter. That is the lazy man's gold mine. This is Korobe Farm. Until we meet again in the next video, that is all for now. Bye bye.